All right. Okay, guys, let's start. I think we should start on our backs, but let's take our blocks and put them underneath our feet. So our feet are just a little bit higher than if we were blockless. Maybe hip width distance apart, or if you want, you can bring them as wide as a mat and let the knees fall together. It's kind of easing into a nice little grounding beginning, kind of as we normally do, but feeling the feet on the blocks first. Maybe noticing the weight of the shoulder blades on the floor. Maybe noticing any effort in the backs of the legs. Oh. Just imagine the forehead relaxing and the whole face softening just a bit. As we shift our awareness from the external to the internal, and maybe begin to bring awareness to the breath. Do our inhale and exhale. You probably notice a space between the low back and the mat, and that's normal because of the tilt of the pelvis that we have with our feet on the blocks. And just as we rest on the back in general, and then just imagine you had a lens, just viewing yourself on the floor, and allow that lens to zoom out, out, out as you see yourself and feel yourself in the room, maybe even in your home, the space that you're in. Practice being the witness, just observing. And then allow that lens to zoom in just a bit and a bit more, and come back into the body and notice the points of contact. And this practice of being the witness of observing, just a tool in our tool chest throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout our life, that we can step back, give ourselves a little space, and be the witness to an experience, to a situation. On your next exhale, keep the left foot on the block, but draw the right knee to the chest and feel that low back come to the floor. Maybe you add just a gentle rock side to side, getting into the top of the glute muscle, maybe the low back. And then exhale, let that right foot come to the block, and then draw the left knee to the chest and do the same. Moving with the breath, breathing with the movement, from side to side. And then lower that left foot back to the block. Pause here once again, feet on blocks, shoulder blades on mat, and pause. And then think of this moment in time in your life. Perhaps if there's a situation that you'd like to be the witness to, just kind of observe, like a bird in a tree branch or a fly on the wall, just a step back for clarity. Maybe just soak it up just a bit more. for whatever reason. Just think of that situation. Think of that time and space. And just allow yourself to be the witness. And this energy today, as we move, just kind of reinforcing that ability to witness and to step back. As you're ready, let out a big exhale. And then let's hug both knees to the chest, bringing the feet off of the blocks, and pause. And slowly add that rock if you want. Side to side. And then maybe slowly bring those feet to the floor between the blocks. Kind of slide those blocks to the side of the mat, bring the feet to the floor, and pause with feet on the floor. Maybe notice the shoulder blades now, the hips, the body. Inhale, exhale. Let's slowly roll to one side. It doesn't matter which one. Rolling to the side of the body and pausing on the side body, maybe with one arm underneath the cheek or the head, and pause, this fetal position. And then as you're ready, slowly pressing up with the hands in front of the chest, coming to table, kind of spinning around, maybe bringing blocks to the front of the mat if you had them at the other end of the mat. Maybe bringing those hands underneath the shoulders. And we'll pause here in our tabletop. Maybe you add a gentle sway and rock side to side with the hips. Breathing in and out. And then let's inhale and bring the hips to stillness. Plant the hands under those shoulders, kind of get them soft. And then we'll inhale to point that right toe to the ceiling. Let's drop the belly and lift the heart. And then let's exhale to round, bringing the knee to the chest, maybe the chin to the chest. Then inhale, point the toe to the sky, really dropping the belly, lifting the chest. And then exhale, rounding knee to chest again. And then point the toe to the sky. And then exhale, bring that knee to the ground. Let's walk our hands forward, coming into our puppy pose, Anahatasana, lengthening through the spine, and just feel that energy just flowing up through the palms, maybe to the hips, and then down through the soles of their feet. And maybe in through the soles, out through the palms, in and out. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring those hands underneath the shoulders, sway the hips side to side. And then find some stillness. And then as you're ready, inhale to point that left toe to the ceiling, drop the belly, lift the heart. And then round knee to chest. Inhale, point the toe to the sky, lifting the heart. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, point the toe. Exhale, round. And then last time, one more little toe to sky on this side. And then bring that left knee to the floor. And at this time, let's sit back in child's pose and bring the arms in front of the body for our extended child pose, Utthita Balasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look up at those hands and then maybe walk the hands over to the right, off of the mat, onto the floor, pressing those palms into the ground, and bring that chest kind of towards that right thigh, the right knee. Inhale up with the heart and the chest, walk the hands over to the left side. Maybe press those hands down into the floor. And the heart over that knee. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands to the middle. Inhale up to table. And let's exhale to meet in downward facing dog, curling those toes under, the heels towards the floor. Maybe we pedal out the feet, drawing one knee to the chest and then the other, as if we were just marching. Just up and down with those knees. Oh, and then bring yourself into your static, paused, downward facing dog with chest towards the thighs, heels towards the earth. Let's inhale. Exhale, let's lower down those knees to the floor, and then inhale to drop the belly and lift the heart. So it's kind of like a cow. It is a cow, actually, but flowing from cow to downward facing dog, exhaling to bring those hips to the sky. Exhale, lower down the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. And exhale, curl the toes, find your downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. And then let's inhale to look up at the front of the mat. This time, step that right foot forward. Let's lower that left knee to the ground. And then just reach that right arm right up to the sky for our low lunge, revolved side angle. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the floor to frame the foot. Step the left foot forward, bend the knees. Let's rise up to stand, getting nice and long to the side body, the back body. And then maybe over to the right with a side bend, and over to the left, and then up through the middle. And then exhale to fold it forward, Uttanasana. Nice, guys. Here, ground the left foot, step the right foot back and lower that knee to the ground right away. Maybe plant that right hand on a block or onto the floor and reach that left arm up to sky. Be feeling the expansion through the chest here. And then exhale to lower the hand to the ground. Sweep that block out of the way, step the right foot forward again to our forward fold, and then bend the knees. Let's rise up to stand. Good, guys. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Maybe pausing in this shape and just visualizing yourself, practicing that witness, seeing yourself in this shape and feeling this shape in your body. And now let's exhale to walk those feet back and meet in a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels to the earth, palms to the ground, heart towards the thighs. Breathe in. Exhale. Now exhale to walk the hands towards the feet. So bringing yourself to the back of your mat where the feet are. And when you get there, drop the sits bones to find your malasana or garland pose. And this time, just reach the hands in front of the shoulders, dropping the sits bones down. And then from there, pause as if you were just holding a big beach ball in front of the chest. Relaxing the shoulders, so get them out of the ears if that's where they are. And then exhale to bring that left hand towards the floor and the right arm up to the sky. And if malasana is not quite in your practice, you can kind of find a low squat, almost like a chair pose instead of your garland pose, with the arm right onto the sky. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart, maybe in prayer pose. And then exhale to bring the arms out in front of the chest, and then bring the right hand to the floor, the left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring the hands in prayer together. Bring the hands to the floor in front of you. Exhale to rise up with the hips, point the toes forward, finding your forward fold once again. Uttanasana. Exhale to walk those hands forward, 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 meeting in a downward facing dog. And maybe every downward facing dog we come to is that reminder, that stimulus to be the witness. Visualize yourself, pan back. Practice for off the mat. Inhale. Let's exhale to lower down the knees. Bring the tops of the feet to the ground now and walk the hands forward for puppy pose, Anahatasana. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And then we'll exhale to lower down the forearms. Let's inhale to step the feet back, finding our forearm plank. Maybe you come to the knees first, and then when you get settled, feel the hands on the floor, the elbows under the shoulders, then you lift the hips up. Press the heels to the back wall, pull the kneecaps towards the hips, press the elbows down, and then it gets really real when you pull those elbows towards the toes. We'll be here for just another breath. And then exhale, lower down, walk the hands towards the knees. Let's come up to a high knee, bringing hands overhead, breathing in. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. And then exhale, bring those hands to the floor, curl the toes under. Let's meet in a forward fold at the back of the mat, walking hands to the feet, Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, inhale, rise up to stand. And here from the back of the mat, let's inhale to bring that right foot forward. Keep that left knee up and hover this time. Inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space, and then interlace the hands and press those palms forward away from the heart so the fingers face the heart. Breathe in. And inhale overhead with the arms. And let's exhale to open those arms, separating the hands, and then reach that left arm forward, the right hand back for a twisted lunge. Yeah, good. Inhale. Let's exhale to just bring that left hand to the inside of that right ankle, and then bring that right arm right back up again. So we tick-tock through the right arm going back, the left arm forward, and then exhale the left hand down towards the ankle, and inhale to come back to the twist. Exhale the left hand down, the right arm to the sky. Good. Now bring that right hand to frame the foot. Bring that left knee down towards the ground and then slide that right heel forward and exhale into your half splits as we fold over that right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Great. Find those blocks if you need them, if you want them. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale, bend that right knee. Let's tuck the pelvis and rise up nice and high into a arms outstretched, low lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands to the block. Step that left foot forward. Uttanasana at the front of the mat. Forward fold. Now from here, let's bend those knees. Drop the sits bones. Reach the arms to the sky. Here's a chair pose for us. Inhale. Maybe bring the corners of the mouth to the ceiling and smile a bit. Breathe in. Exhale, ground the left foot. Step the right foot back and we'll rise into that high lunge from our chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring palms together and bring the hands in front of the heart space. Good, guys. Flip the palms outward. Maybe feeling a stretch across the upper back. And then release those hands, bring them out like a T. Yep. And then up towards the sky once more. And then we'll bring the arms to twist towards the left. That left arm back, the right arm forward. And then exhale to bring that right hand towards the floor, the left arm up. And exhale back to that higher twist with the left arm back, the right arm forward. And just kind of bring the right hand down. And then bring the arms up. And then last time, that right hand coming down, the left arm is high. And now bring that left hand to frame the foot. Good, guys. Step the right foot forward, coming into your Uttanasana. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the hips. Lift those arms to the sky. Here's our chair pose once again. Uttanasana. Breathe in. Tucking the pelvis. Make sure the pelvis is tucked. Inhale. Exhale, ground the hands in front of the heart space. We're bringing the thumb knuckles to the heart and feeling the beating of your heart in your chest. Exhale to fold it forward, Uttanasana. Let's plant the hands and just walk those feet back as we step into that role of the witness. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower down those knees. This time, bring the right hand underneath the heart space and bring the back, that left hand to the back of the head, the palm of the left hand to the back of the head. So the right hand is underneath the heart space, the left hand behind the head. And then exhale to bring that left elbow to the top of that right hand, or the back of that right hand, and then bring the elbow to the ceiling. Exhale, left elbow to the back of the right hand. Inhale to open up through the chest, press the floor away with that right hand, you guys. Elbow to the back of the hand. Inhale, elbow to the sky. And let's exhale to plant that left hand underneath the shoulder. Let's walk the hands forward for puppy. Exhale, really wringing out that back. Noticing the back of the heart, the front of the heart, and then the side body. From here, let's just sit the sits bones back to child's pose, and we'll come into the movement where we move the hands to the right side of the mat, a little side body stretch. And now move the hands over to the left. Utthita Balasana to the left. And then inhale, bring the hands forward. Exhale to rise into table. And then when you're ready, bring that left hand underneath the heart, the back of the palm of that right hand to the back of the head. Breathe in, get those feet set, or the knees and the feet and the hand, and then bring that right elbow to the back of the left hand. Inhale, open it up to the ceiling. Exhale, elbow to the hand. Inhale, elbow up. Good job, guys. Exhale, elbow down. Let's inhale one more time to open it up. And then exhale, the elbow coming towards the floor as you bring the right hand to the ground again. And now let's find our downward facing dog, planting the hands, lifting the sits bones, lowering the heels down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. There we are, guys. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Let's bring the breath in. Let it go. Inhale. Now exhale, lowering down the knees, tops of the feet to the floor. let's come into a forearm side plank. So maybe that means you lower down onto the forearms and then you kind of rock to the side. Maybe that means you kind of come to the side first, then you lift up onto your forearm. So however makes sense for your forearm plank. But lower that left elbow underneath the shoulder, stack the feet, or maybe you have the right foot in front of that left foot, lifting the hips off the floor, and that right arm can be up high, it can be down low. It can be both. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Let's lower down onto the side body. Bring the knees to bend, bring the left arm underneath the ear, and let's just lie on the side of the body for just a breath. And then another one. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you add a gentle bend to the knees, and those heels are kind of in line with the hips here. Let's open that right knee to the ceiling. So the right sole of the foot kind of comes to the left side of the left foot, kind of a clamshell here as you bring the right knee back to meet the left knee. Now, we don't want to open the hips up so much that we rock back. Just a gentle rotation on the hip. Good job, guys. Inhale, that knee up. Yep, and then close that clamshell. 2 more times here. Knee opening up and then down. And then open up that knee and then bring it back down. Good. Now let's exhale to bring that right hand in front of the chest and then press up. And let's find a plank pose, just a straight arm plank as we send the heels back, the hands press into the floor, shoulders are nice and apart. One more breath. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and out and in and exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Lower down those knees and then come into your forearm plank on the right side. So whether you lower down to the side body or you dip that elbow down and then you kind of rock onto the side of the feet, find that forearm plank on the right. Any variation with that upper hand. Lift those hips high, you guys. Make sure they're not sagging down. Couple of breaths, really anchoring into the elbow, feeling the forearm flat. Breathe in. One more breath. And then slowly kind of bend the knees and lower that right hip to the floor. Let the right arm come underneath the ear and come onto that side body here on the right side. Bring those heels so they're kind of in line with the hips. The knees are stacked and we'll clamshell those knees apart. We inhale to open the left knee to the ceiling and then lower down. Open left knee to the ceiling and down. One more time, up and down. And then one to grow on. Open that knee to the ceiling and then place that knee back onto the knee. Pause right here. And then exhale to roll onto the back body, bringing the feet to the floor, the shoulder blades to the ground as well. And then exhale to bring both knees to drop out. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Maybe you bring the arms overhead and let the backs of the hands rest on the floor. Pausing right here. Supta Baddha Konasana. Exhale and inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in and out. Our inhale brings the feet to the floor. And then on an exhale, roll back over to one side. It doesn't matter which one, but rolling to the right or the left and then pressing up to seated with the feet in front of the body. Sits bones underneath the shoulders, shoulders up, back, and down. Let's flex the toes towards the kneecaps and reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale to hinge with the waist, leading with the heart towards the knees, towards the feet, and then round the chin to the chest. And we'll pause right here, Paschimottanasana. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale to slowly bring the palms off the floor. Bring the shoulders over the hips. And then here, bring that right foot to the ground, the knee bends, and then bring the hands to that right shin, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Place the left hand on that right shin, bring the right arm up over the shoulder. Let's just open up towards the back as we twist towards that bent leg. the right arm behind you, maybe glancing at that thumb. Or maybe you glance at that left big toe as we flex the left foot. Inhale. Now exhale, bring that right hand forward and then reach the fingertips towards that left toe and keep that right foot on the ground. Let's just reach for that right foot. Reach, reach, reach. And when you can't reach anymore, then tuck that chin. Good, guys. Finding a variation of our Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale to bring that right hand, or both hands, excuse me, over the shoulders. And then bring the hands to that right shin. And as you do, straighten that right leg and slip the hands behind the kneecap. Flex the right toes towards the face for a variation of our heron pose. Shoulders up, back and down. Inhale. And then exhale, release the hands maybe and reach for the right foot now. In and out with the breath. One more breath in. Exhale, lower that right foot to the ground and then let the right leg come long, arms up over the shoulders. Let's fold it forward, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale to slide those hands towards the hips, shoulders over the hips. And when you get those shoulders over the hips and the head rises, bring those heels to the floor, the feet to the floor, and then maybe the hands come behind you. Let's find a reverse table, lifting the hips up to the sky. And maybe you just come with the hips so you look more like a W on the ground, or an M, I guess, than a table. But lift the hips as much as you want. Make sure that feels okay in the shoulders. And don't keep the chin to the chest. Let the ears kind of be in line with the shoulders. Give ourselves one more breath. Exhale, lower down the sits bones all the way now. Let the feet come long, legs long in front of the body. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Now inhale, rise right back up, shoulders underneath the wrists. And exhale to bring that left foot to the floor. And then bring the hands in front of that left shin. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Exhale, that right hand stays on the shin. The left arm opens up. Maybe glancing at that left thumb behind you as we come into our seated twist. Flex the right toes towards the face as well. Inhale, exhale. Another breath. And then exhale, bring that left hand to find the left shin again. And then we'll extend that left leg long. Let the hands come behind the knee for a variation of our heron pose. As you're ready, release the hands. Just reach for the big toe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, strong torso. Maybe just feel the spine and notice all the activity around the spine on the back. And now exhale to lower that left foot to the floor. Inhale, bring shoulders underneath the wrists again. And here we'll fold forward, reach for that right foot. The shoulder coming on the inside of the left knee. Breathe in and out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, bring those wrists over the shoulders, fingertips reach for the heavens. Exhale, bring hands beside the hips. Now bring the right foot to meet the left. Maybe turn those fingertips to the sides of the mat or behind you or however is comfortable to exhale into your variation of table. Maybe it does look more like that M with the sits bones kind of more lower. You can bring the sits bones higher, hips higher, ears over the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Another breath in. Exhale. One more breath. And then we'll exhale to slowly lower down the sits bones. And then here, bring those feet into your easy pose as you sweep the feet towards the body. Lift the arms up towards the heavens. The feet are crossed in front of you. Breathe in and then exhale. Let's fold forward, walking the hands forward. Keep the sits bones grounded down. Inhale. And then exhale to walk the hands over to the right. Lots of movements like this today to get into the side body. Breathing in. The elbows are almost framing that right knee here. And then exhale the hands over to the left. Elbows framing that left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring the hands to the middle again. On your next exhale, come into your table. And then from that table, allow that to be that brief transition as you curl the toes under and exhale back to your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Be the witness In and out. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale. And let's slowly walk those feet to the front of the mat. Walking forward with the feet. And then when they get forward, plant both of the feet into the ground. Really feel the heel, the big toe pad, the pinky toe pad. Maybe you find those blocks, you bring them in nice and close. And then we step the left foot back, the right foot forward. And let's rise up with legs nice and straight, finding our pyramid pose. So the left foot is back, the right foot's forward. And then think about that left sit bone coming forward, the right sit bone coming back, arms up to the heavens. And then exhale to hinge. So the heart is parallel to the floor. Maybe you rest those hands on blocks. You can reach the arms forward. Now let's exhale to bring that left hand to a block. And then bring the right arm to sky, twisting into our reverse triangle. Inhale, a revolved triangle. Exhale, bring that right hand to that kind of right side of the leg. Inhale, the right arm to the heavens. Exhale, the right hand comes down. And then bring it up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale to sweep the hands past the crown of the head. Exhale when you get there. And then our next inhale brings us up high. And let's bend that right knee. Maybe you step that left foot back a little bit if you feel scrunched in the body, coming from your pyramid to your Virabhadrasana 1 or this crescent. And then exhale to come into Virabhadrasana 2 with that left foot towards the long edge, the right hand reaching for the front of the mat. But then straighten that right leg and bring the left hand to that left leg, the right arm to the sky. And then exhale, that right hand coming down on the inside of that right leg or to that block, the left arm high. Breathe in. Maybe you bring that right arm underneath the ear as if you had a tray on that right hand. Give yourself a breath. Maybe you bring that left arm over that left ear as if you were holding that beach ball over the crown of the head now. And now here, let's exhale to kind of pivot so the heart comes parallel to the floor, and then bring the hands to blocks. Step that left foot forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale. Exhale, the hands come to the ground as you bend the knees. Let's step it back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and out. Let's glance up at the hands. Maybe think about moving that right hand to the middle of the mat. With that right hand in the middle of the mat, bring that left hand towards that right knee or that right hip, coming into a little bit of a twist here in our downward facing dog. The right hand can also come towards that right ankle, the left hand crossing under the body, towards that right leg, anywhere along the leg. And now look up at the right hand, bring that left hand forward, bring the hands apart again. Let's lower down the knees and then drop into that puppy pose we were coming into earlier. Or puppy pose with the hands forward. Exhale to table. Good, guys. As you're ready, drop the belly, lift the heart for cow. Exhale for cat, tucking the pelvis. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Back to table. And then here, step that left foot forward. Curl the toes of that right foot under. Find the blocks here as we rise up to our pyramid pose with the right foot back, the left foot planted, and we'll rise up nice and tall. Think about that left sit bone back, the right hip going forward, breathing in. And maybe a slight bend in the knee here, that left knee as you hinge at the waist. Bring those arms forward or to blocks if you want. Maybe the hands even rest on your hips. Finding your expression of this half pyramid, Ardha Parsvottanasana. Good. Exhale, bring hands to the block. That right hand maybe stays in the block as you reach that left arm up to the heavens. Finding your revolved triangle. And just being mindful if you notice those hips kind of rocking out towards that left side of the mat. That happens easily here. So just keep them in the middle, breathing in and out as you reach that left arm up to the sky. And with that left arm high, exhale to bring it down towards that left ankle. And then up, up, up again, opening up with the breath in the body, and then closing that left hand down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, left hand down towards the ankle. Inhale, finding that half pyramid. Let's rise up nice and tall this time in between shapes. Good. And then bring that right foot towards the long edge. And now we'll bring that left arm on the inside of that left leg, the right arm to sky, finding a triangle. And then bring that right hand down. Then bring the right arm up. And here, pause with that right arm to sky. If you want, you can bring that left arm underneath the left ear. Grounding into that back right foot, the front left foot. Maybe that right arm comes over the right ear as you reach forward. Breathe in and out and in. And let's exhale to rotate that heart down. You can rotate that back foot, bring the hands to the blocks. Let's step the right foot forward, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Sweep that left foot behind the right foot so that right foot is crossed in front of the left. It will kind of open up the backs of the legs, pending our forward fold. This new way. Exhale. And then uncross that left foot from behind, and then bring that right foot behind, hanging out in this forward fold. Inhale. Now uncross those feet, planting them side by side. Bend the knees. Let's rise up nice and slowly. We were inverted for a while, arms overhead. Maybe the palms meet, and we'll bring ourselves into a side body twist, or not so much twist, but opener as we bring the hands to the right and then over to the left and then to the right once more and to the left one more time and then up overhead. Exhale, folded forward, Uttanasana. And then here, let's walk those feet back to the back of the mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels plant, chest reaching for the thighs. Give yourselves a moment here. Be the witness, see yourself within the room that you're in. Maybe in the zip code that you're in. And inhale. Let's inhale to look up at the hands. Bring that left hand to the middle. As you're ready, sweep that right hand back, maybe to that left ankle area, the left knee, maybe the left hip. Finding just a little bit of a twist, little bit of a stability there. Another breath in. Inhale to bring that right hand forward, back to our downward facing dog. Now let's lower down the knees. Maybe find blocks if you want them. Bring the left foot forward between the blocks. Bring the right knee back, and then bring that left heel to the ground, the left toes to the knee for your half splits finally on this side. Breathing in and out. Another breath in and out. Now let's inhale to lift the chest. Stay where you are, except pivot that right foot towards the left leg, underneath the left leg, then pivot that left foot to the ground. So we come and face the long edge of the mat now with the right knee underneath the hip, the left leg out. So it's kind of like our bridge pose setup. Well, we'll stay here, maybe hands on blocks or hands on the floor. And then we'll exhale to drop that right sit bone towards that right heel. And then lift back up to that bridge. So kind of turn here so you can see a little bit better. And then dropping that right sit bone back towards the right heel. The left leg is out and we'll rise up. That right sit bone towards the right heel. Inhale to rise. And then one more time, drop that right sit bone towards the right heel. Lifting yourself back up. And here, when you get with the palms down, let's inhale to rise. Coming into our Padayasana. Maybe bringing palms overhead this time. The left foot grounding beside you, the right knee underneath the hip. And then bring that right hand towards the earth, the left arm to the sky. And then the left hand towards that left leg, the right arm up. Right hand towards the earth, left arm high. And then last time, left hand towards that left leg, right arm up. Inhale, the arms are out like a T, the shoulders over the hips. Bring the hands to the hips maybe as you sweep that right knee in underneath the left knee in underneath the left hip, and that right leg comes out. The left knee is under the hip now. You can bring your hands to the blocks, coming into that kind of gate pose with a table. When you're ready, exhale to lower that left hip towards the heel, and then rise up. And then that left sit bone towards that left heel. Bring yourself back up. One more time here. And up. And then one to grow on. Exhale, lower the sit bone towards the heel. Inhale to rise. And then exhale to slowly bring shoulders over the hips. The arms extend to the side. Float the left hand towards the floor, the right arm to the ceiling. And exhale, the right hand to the right leg, left arm up. Exhale, left hand floating down, the right arm coming high. And then back again, right hand towards the right leg, left arm up. And then bring that right arm over the head. Bring the right knee in with control. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Maybe pause here. In and out. Maybe you sit back onto the heels and pause in a hero pose, feeling the heart beating against your thumb knuckles. Another breath in. And we can exhale to slowly bring one hand to the side. Let's roll onto the side body like we've been doing so many times today. Lowering that arm underneath the ear. When you get there, give yourself a breath. And then after a breath or two, when you're ready, exhale to roll onto the back body. Maybe the feet to the floor. Maybe the knees are drawn into the chest already. Maybe you find a reclined butterfly or a happy baby. Just a few ideas. Just give yourself this time here, kind of like a free-for-all. Oh, happy baby, legs up the wall, figure fours. Maybe you want to do a couple of your bridge poses with the hips coming up and down off the floor. After your next breath, let's meet with our knees towards the chest, hugging the knees in. And keep that right knee drawn in, let that left leg come long. And then we'll slowly drape that right knee across the body, coming into a reclined twist. Lots of twists today as well. That right arm can be out towards the right like a T. It can be overhead. It can maybe just rest the right hand on the side body. Let's roll over onto the back. Let the right leg go long. The left knee is drawn in. On your next exhale, let that left knee drape across the right side of the body. Left arm to the side. And then return to the back. Maybe let that left foot come to the floor and the right foot to the floor. Exhale into a reclined butterfly for a few breaths. And then as you're ready, just slowly resigning into your Shavasana with the legs extended. Maybe the back body on the floor. Maybe you've been there for a while and that's fine. Perhaps here in this Shavasana, with the eyes gently closed, giving yourself a moment to be that witness before dropping into rest. Maybe you scan the body from the toes, the shoulders, scanning the body. Beginning to notice the breath again in the body. Visualize yourself breathing. Visualize yourself in the body. And then beginning to slowly wiggle toes and fingers. And notice the back of the body and the front of the body. Throughout the day, just practice, just being the witness, just observing a situation. As you're ready, slowly, maybe coming to seated. If you'd like to stay on your back in Shavasana for a while longer, you can. Notice the sits bones, the back body, the shoulders, tip of the nose. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale to close. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Namaste. Namaste, Jimmy. Namaste, Bunny. Namaste, Dorothy.